believe you are excited to be on this call. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I'm seeing a lot of excitement on the call tonight. A lot of excitement on the call. Amazing. So you're welcome. I can see Ayomide Ogundiran. I can see La Confidential, Etomi Cynthia. I can see quite number of people on the call. Um, excuse me, please. Yeah, I can see. I can see Davina Adaize. I can see Olariwaju Ajani. I can see who else is on this call. I can see our Raji Black. Black must be a black man or a black lady. Damilari Samuel, I can see you. Um, who else is on this call? I can see Josh Emmanuel. I can see my honorable Oga Joshua Olegbe. You're welcome, welcome. I welcome everyone powerfully on this call tonight. Please, let me say this before we start. If you know anyone that is supposed to be on this call, please go ahead and invite them. You know anyone that should be on this call, one thing to know, one thing that I want you to know, which will be one of our point of communication tonight, is that when you invite anyone on this call, you are literally helping them. You are showing them love by inviting them, because the truth is that when they begin to make money, some of them will not even remember you to pay you tithe. But they will be happy and they will be remembering you that, oh, I could remember that day that, oh, this man, that Ayomide invited me to attend this real estate training. So it's gonna be an amazing moment tonight. And believe me, this is not going to be a long section. It's going to be a very short section. We will not be staying more than an hour on this call. So likely before 9 p.m., we should be rounding up. But I want to assure you that you're going to get lot of value from this call tonight. So stay tuned and um, enjoy the rest of this section. But before we continue, so before I continue and share my slide, I'm just trying to put up this slide now. Before I continue to share my slide, what should be the best way of sharing this slide this night though? So before I share my slide, I want you to put in the comments. I want every one of you to put in the comments, what is your expectation from this call tonight? What are you expecting? Your expectation tonight. Please drop in the comment. What is your expectation tonight? What is your expectation tonight? What is your expectation? What is your expectation? What do you want to get out of this call tonight? What do you want to get out of this call? Drop in the comments. Let me see. Let's see it. Let everybody see it. If your own is before the end of December, my expectation is that from what I'm going to learn tonight, I want to close a 50 million deal. Drop it in the comments. Let's see. Let everybody see it. Let them be a witness, so that by the time you eat that sale, they will know that, oh, you said it that day. You said it. You said it that day. You said it that day. All right, drop in the comments what is your expectation. I'm waiting. I want to see it rolling in. I want to see it coming in. Your expectation for tonight. Your expectation for tonight. Who is the first? Who is the first person to drop that? What do you want to get out of this call? Because when you don't set your expectation, you wouldn't even know if you are making progress. Before the end of this week, I must close a deal. Correct. 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 That is it. That is what we want to see. That is what we want to see before the end of this week. Is willing to close a deal. And it is absolutely possible. Absolutely possible. That is the truth. It's not just some kind of motivation. It is the truth. It is absolutely possible to close a deal before the end of this week. Yeah. So drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it. Let's see. Let's see it. All right. So this blessing said, before the end of this month, I want to close a big deal. Imagine there are so many people, there's that lot of people that are aspiring for big things on this call. Big things. Big things. And it's okay to aspire for big things. It's good. It's good. It's good. Davina said, I expect to get insight that can help me start in real estate as a complete beginner. Amazing. You are welcome. Davina, you are welcome on board. I can tell you, you are in the right space. You are welcome on board. You are welcome on board. Joshua Olaigbe said, I want to first grab the full knowledge. Yeah, the full knowledge is very important. It's very important. Josh said, before the end of this month, I want to upscale my skill and close big deals with many other side hustle. Amazing, amazing. All right. So in a moment, I will share my screen and we'll go right into it. We'll go right into it. So if you can see my screen, please let me know. If you can see my screen, please let me know. I will appreciate that you let me know. You can drop an emoji for me if you can see my screen. Am I still on this call? Okay, you can see my screen. Okay. Can you all see my screen, please? But it's like I can't see it. I can't see it from here. 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 Okay. All right. Good evening, everyone. So tonight we'll be talking about becoming a high performing realtor. Becoming a high performing realtor. And to become a high performing realtor is a mix of a few things that you must get right. Um, Before you can become a high performing realtor, um, there are certain things that you must get right. And in this first day, we will be talking more about some of those things. So please kindly stay tuned, and let's pay attention to everything that we will be sharing in this course. All right. So I said mindset, we'll be dealing with in these 2 days, we'll be dealing, in this day one rather, we'll be dealing with the mindset and the real estate foundation. Because in everything you are doing, your mindset is very, very important, because the moment you are unable to capture anything in your mind, there is likelihood that you will not be able to capture it in your life. I love to touch down on the Word of God very much. Not because I'm a religious fanatic, but that is where I find most of my drive. The Bible says that, as a man thinketh in his heart, so he is. So tonight we'll be dealing with the aspect of your mindset and the real estate fundamentals. So I said your results really rise above the way you think. Your results will really rise above the way you think, because real estate rewards responsibility, patience, and professional discipline. So you will not get, you will not be thinking, you will not be having a mindset of, thousandaire and be thinking of making million. No, it doesn't work that way. You will not be thinking that you are thinking the way you think is, the way you think will actually command the kind of results you will get, because the result doesn't get into your hand first, it gets into your mind first. When you are unable to capture it in your mind, it will be so hard for you to be able to capture it in your hand, because that is why you will see a quite number of people that there are certain things in this life that they will usually see that it is not possible. And the truth is, as far as life is concerned, everything is possible. 20 years ago, 20 years ago, whoever thought of it, that it is possible that somebody will be sitting in one place and yet be talking to hundreds and millions of people across the world. Well, but someone saw the possibility. There is someone somewhere who saw the possibility that this thing is actually possible. But until we see it in the reality, before some of us began to believe that, oh, it is truly possible. But the man who saw the possibility that this thing is possible has already seen the reality before the existence of it. So, which means you see things with two eyes. There is a eye that is the physical eyes that we carry all about. But there is a more powerful eyes that when that eye sees things, there is all likelihood that your physical eyes will thereby see it as well. And that is the eyes of your mind. I was reading something about Disneyland, the man um who owns Disneyland, and they were talking about that he saw the vision long ago before that place came into existence, and he was selling the vision to his friends and family, and, oh, come and buy land here in this. And when he took people there, all they are seeing is bush, thick forest, but he's trying to convince them that in this place, I'm going to build so thing. I'm going to build this thing, and that people will come from city. They will come here, and his friends were looking at him. That is this guy crazy? Is this guy crazy? But eventually, that reality came into existence. And the day they were to inaugurate that place, some people were saying that the person that anchored it was like, oh, it was a pity that the visionary of this project, of this great project, is not alive to see what he has created with his vision. And the wife stood up and the wife said, you are the one that is just seeing it. He saw it very long ago. So sometimes it may look like what you are seeing is different from what is in your reality. You just have to be able to capture it first in your mind. The mind is very, very important. So I said you have to begin to, if you want to be a high performing realtor, you must start from thinking like one. You must start like thinking like one. And how does they think? They treat real estate as a long-time business. Real estate is not something you venture into today and you are expecting to become a millionaire or billionaire or trillionaire in the next 1 month. No, it doesn't. It is not. It's not a gamble. It's not a Ponzi scheme. This is a business. And it takes a while for a business to get to that level of financial maturity. So you need to act as like a trusted professional. Not, I usually tell my people that don't be a marketer. Don't be a marketer. Because when you act as a marketer, there is all likelihood that people will ignore you. You can't be a marketer. Marketers are seen as manipulators. Marketers are seen as liars. You have to position yourself as an advisor, as a consultant, as a professional. A professional is someone who has a good knowledge, a deep knowledge of his craft. All right? So this is the level by which you need to be operating as a realtor. And the third way you should be thinking is that you need to be thinking a responsible life. You need to take responsibility for your results, knowing that results don't happen by chance. It is a set of principles that is honored. For every result, if you see someone who who closed a 50 million deal, or who closed a 100 million deal, I can tell you that deal the person closed, you can close the same deal. The only thing is when you give your attention to learning, you give it time, and you follow the principle that made him to close that deal. You too, you can do it. So there is nothing anybody is doing, as far as I'm concerned, that you cannot replicate. There is nothing anybody is doing that you as a person cannot replicate. All right? But you will only get to that level of being able to replicate that result when you master the principle that produce that result. So some of the time, one of the things that gets people discouraged in real estate is that they fear rejection. They fear rejection. Fear. There's so much fear. if I talk to this person, will this person not reject me? If I talk to this person, will this person not say, no, they are not interested? Another thing is that they may ignore me. Another thing is that you are too desperate. You want to get the result of somebody who started 5 years ago. You want to get the result of the person who started 5 years ago in your day one or in your week one. It doesn't happen that way. All right. And another thing that stops so many realtors or so many people in real estate is assumption. You assume, you use your eyes to gauge people, that does these people look like somebody who can buy my land? And you rate that person and you assume that, no, don't let me talk to this person. No, you shouldn't be doing that. All right. You must not fear rejection. You must not fear to be ignored. The moment you get to the point that rejection is just an information that is coming from people, and meanwhile, I will tell you today that rejection, there is nothing. Don't see rejection as a rejection. See it as an objection. See it as a feedback. All right. See it as what? As a feedback. And when you want to get into the point of being a high-performing realtor, you must take prospecting as a part of, as a lifestyle. And I will tell you what prospecting is. So prospecting helps people discover opportunity. No matter how good what you are selling, no matter how good what you are selling, if you keep it to yourself alone, then I can assure you that nobody will know about it. Even if that thing you are selling is a major need that somebody beside you is about to die because of the absence of that thing, do you know that if you keep it to yourself and you do not tell the person, they will likely die, and yet you have the solution with you? So prospecting helps you to uncover your opportunity to the people who need it. And how do you do it? It is by talking. It is by talking. We are in the attention space now, attention age. This is the attention age. All right. And I do tell people, in the age that we are now, when you are doing business, there are two things you must take very, very important. Every business person must take, maybe it may be more than two things, but for me, I think these two things is very, very important. Number one, that you are leveraging maximally on the internet. You are leveraging maximally on the social media, or let me say on the online space. Don't let me limit it to social media. You are leveraging maximally on the online space. And number two, you are showing yourself up. You are showing up consistently. You are showing up consistently. And this is where prospecting comes in. That the more as you are showing up, people are getting to see you. And as they are getting to see you, they are knowing that, oh, this guy is doing. Somebody shares something that there's a lady that is selling iPhone. The lady is usually coming into his into his DM. We chat in, and in his mind, he already told himself that, oh, the day I need to buy a iPhone, I will reach out to this person. But when he finally needs to buy a iPhone, the person was no longer reaching out to him, and he had forgotten that there's someone who usually reach out to him. So when it comes to selling, showing up consistently, prospecting, is very, very important. All right. And I say that as a high performing realtor, you must build your confidence. And your confidence must be built on knowledge, your preparation, your practice, your repetition, and your consistency. Like I said, your knowledge. There is a way knowledge brands you out. There is a way knowledge gives you confidence. There is a way knowledge, when you don't know about a subject matter, there is a way you will talk about it. There will be a lot of not, you just be parabolating everywhere. But the moment you know that, no, this thing that I want to say, I know it, it will naturally boost your confidence. Knowledge will help you to boost your confidence. And so if you really want to be a high performing realtor, it means you must be ready to give yourself to learning. Go to YouTube, you need to learn. And you are not just learning about real estate. All right, you are learning about marketing, you are learning about sales, you are learning about communication, you are learning about prospecting, you are learning about how to connect with people naturally. You are buying books, you are reading books. I can tell you that ever since I started my business, many people think that, the moment you go to school and you finish from school, reading has ended in school. The truth is that reading is the how do I put this thing, so that you people will understand? Knowledge, or let me say reading, consuming knowledge consistently is the very makeup, is your actual configuration. Yes, is your actual configuration, because your decision making comes from your knowledge bank. All right, the quality of decision you are making today comes from what you know previously, comes from what the kind of knowledge that is residual within you. So if the kind of knowledge, when you see someone somebody who is usually fled to anger, and they will tell you that, oh, that is my own kind of person. No, it's not just his own kind of person. It is an orientation, an ideology that is within his subconscious mind. So that is why he can do it without thinking about it. So the same way, when you get your sales knowledge to that point of resting in your subconscious mind, somebody can wake you up from sleep that come and sell this thing, and you will just naturally, because it is there, you are not struggling for it. So, and that level, you get to that level by giving yourself consistently to building your knowledge bank. All right. So I said, let me quickly go into real estate fundamentals. All right. And I said you need to understand the value chain, the property information, and some of the documents that will help you to sell this thing we call real estate. Real estate is more than just selling land. All right. It is more than selling land. It is connecting people to property opportunities, because every property you show to somebody, when they buy it and they derive maximum value from that property, many of them will not even come back to tell you when they likely sell that property. They will not come back to tell you that, oh, thank you for showing me that opportunity. All right. There are people that I have helped in the last 1 year. There are people that I have helped to buy a property, to invest in some of our estates, and they invested maybe less than 1 million. And now the same property of less than 1 million is worth about 3 million today. Please, if they eventually sell it, will they come back to me to come and tell me that, oh, some of them will not even remember that you are the one that sold it to them. It is only when they have problem they will remember you. All right. So you are literally connecting people to property opportunities. All right. So real estate is about market. You need to build your knowledge of the market and the value system of the business. You need to know what causes a property to what influence the value of a property. You have to know it. What influence the value of a property? The movement of people into it. I used to tell people there is nothing special about land, oh, that you bought a land and you are happy that you bought a land. There is nothing special about that land. But one thing that is special about the land is the people that is moving towards the location, the movement of people into that location, because it is the people that make everything. It is people that makes everything valuable. Take the hands of people from everything, including real estate, it will be valueless. All right. So it is the people that interact with things that make things valuable. So you need to know this. What makes property value? What makes real estate valuable? It is the infrastructure around it. The infrastructure around it. How important is the location? What sets the location out from other locations? All right. So you need to build your negotiation skill and your knowledge of documentation and customer service. All right. These are things you need to develop as you go in your journey. And I want to believe that we are taking notes. All right. I want to believe you are taking notes. 7 ways you can earn as a realtor. 7 ways you can earn as a realtor is that you can earn from sales commission, like when you sell. Like in our company, we have 2 levels by which you can earn commission. You can earn for 10% commission. There is a level that qualify you for that, and there's another level that you qualify for that you can earn 15% on every commission. Imagine you just sold a property of 3 million, you sold a land of 3 million, and you are getting a 15% commission. That is about 450,000 naira. Some of you cannot maybe your whole salary for 6 months is not even up to 450,000. I remember my first sale in real estate. I have been doing things. I have been working as 9 to 5. I have been doing things. But the day I made my first sales in real estate, I got a 900,000 in commission. And I told myself that out of things that I've been doing before now, which of them gave me 900,000? I could not see any one of them. Then I told myself I will shut down every other thing and focus on this business. But here we are today. All right. So another way you can earn from real estate is by rentals and leasing. That you are helping people to rent houses. There's nothing bad in it if that is the route you want to go. Another way is by helping people to source property. They want to buy, you help them to source from different points and to get them the best offer. Another way is by referral income. You refer somebody, and through that referral, you are getting paid. property marketing, you have gained a lot of skills. You have gained a lot of, maybe you have you are a digital marketer. You understand marketing very well, how to sell online, and you are helping other people who wants to sell their property. You are helping them, maybe to run ads, maybe to do this. That is another way you can earn as a consultant, by building a sales team. That is another way you can earn in real estate. So let me quickly touch down on this. There are different major players in real estate. The market facing roles. We have realtor. We have real estate agents, like those agents that do help to rent house and thereabouts. We have property consultants, and the asset side of things. We have developers. Developers are people who turns bush into city. They take up a land, and they begin to develop it. Bring social infrastructure into it, bring building, housing, and everything, and make it habitable for people. We have property owners and we have investors. All right. So I'm trying to go this route because I know that there are quite number of people on this call that are just starting the journey of real estate. So you must know where you fit in the value chain. You must know where you fit in. There is a part that you need to attract the right buyer. There is a part that you need to connect buyers to opportunity. There is a part that you need to explain value accurately and then guide them to take professional transaction. All right. So this is the value chain. The process starts from attracting the right buyer. All right. The process starts, we always start from attracting the right buyer. And mark my word, I mean the right buyer. Not everybody is a right buyer. Everybody you see is not a right buyer. Now, take for instance that you are pitching a property of 5 million to a 100 level student. You must immediately know that he is not a right buyer, except he wants to connect you to his father or to his mother. All right. So you must know, you must be able to identify a right buyer for your property. And that is one of the reasons why we used to do something we called customer avatar. Your customer avatar means that you are literally creating a prototype of who your customer should be. Let's say that you are creating a prototype, like we are saying that, okay, my customer, I want to sell to young professionals between the age of 25 and 40, or between the age of 25 and 35. These are the people that I want to sell to, and you begin to make research of them. How do they think? How do they make decision? How do they speak? How do they communicate? What kind of words attract them? All right, that is when you will be saying something like clock it, because that is now the conversation of Gen Z's. All right, so you need to have this understanding. Who are you? Who are your right buyer? Who do you want to sell to? When you have a deep understanding of who you want to, imagine you want to sell to high net worth individuals. Who are they? Your question should be, where will you find them? Some of these high net worth individuals are people who work in oil and gas. Now, you want to sell to somebody in oil and gas. I can tell you for free that somebody you want to sell, when you want to sell to somebody in oil and gas, you will not find them. You may not find them on social media. So it means you have to go to where they gather. Where do they gather? Maybe in the club. Where do they gather? Maybe in how do they call this? the golf, maybe in golf courts. These are the places you can find them. You will not be expecting that I want to get somebody who is working in Chevron, and all you are doing is you are posting on Facebook. You will not even see them on Facebook. If at all you want, even if you want to, yes, or conferences, thank you. Even if you want to see them on social media, it will likely be on LinkedIn, not Facebook. Forget it. Not Facebook. So you need to know who you want to sell to, and you need to know how to find them. Now you need to know how to connect your opportunity to them. What exactly will you be telling them? Not that you are seeing somebody who wants to buy from you and you attract and you attack the person with, we are selling one estate, oh, please come and buy. Please come and buy, oh, come and buy, oh. No, no. That is the communication of a hungry person. So you need to know how to connect your opportunity to them. And how do you connect the opportunity? By explaining the value. Nobody send you in this life, oh. In this life, nobody send you. Everybody is after his own life. We are in a generation, we are in a selfish world. I can tell you that for free. We are in a selfish world. Everybody is usually looking for what is in it for me. So if the moment they perceive that there is nothing worthwhile in this thing for me, they back out, they ignore you. You just see that you charge them today, you charge them tomorrow, they didn't reply. It is because they've seen that no, you are not after their own interest. And you need to position. See, sales is psychology. I used to tell people sales is 80% psychological and 20% what to do. You need to appeal to their psychology. You need to appeal to their psychology. They need to begin to think. They need to reason it that this person is really after my interest. The moment they did not perceive it that you are after my interest, they will ignore you completely. All right? So, and the moment you get them to the point of getting in line with you in the area of the value proposition, then you move into closing the deal. All right, that is when you now begin to ask for the sale. All right. So we are going a bit deeper, and all right. Major property category. There are major property category. There's land. There's residential. Residential is property meant for people to live, commercial, to do business, rental, off-plan. Off-plan means that you are selling, you are selling a house at carcass level. You have not fully completed it, but you are asking people to come and invest into it. All right, at that level that it is. Investment property. So we have that as well. So I think I touched down a bit on location the other time. That location is very, very important when you are selling real estate. Location is very, very important. You have to get the location right. People Because land does not appreciate in value on its own. It is tied to what is happening in that location. Years ago, Ibejuleki was nothing. It was nothing, but the moment Dangote refinery moved to Ibejuleki, became an hot cake, and people began to rush after Ibejuleki. Today, you can literally see a land that they will tell you that it is 40 million per plot in Ibejuleki. So you need to have a good knowledge of location, and not just location by words, but by what is happening there. What are the infrastructure? What is government proposing for that location? when you want to sell a land in any location, ensure you make a due research about that location, because that is what will guide your communication. All right. You need to understand sizes of land. There is what we call square meter. There's what we call we have 300 square meter, 500 square meter, 1,005 square meter, 3,000 square meter. 3,000 square meter is regarded as 1 acre, while 1,000 square meter is regarded as half acre, 500 square meter is regarded as plots. But generally we used to think that plot, there's something called one plot, half plot, but plot is just a normal um how do I put it now, because I want to move fast now. Plots generally is just the size of a land. Let me put it that way. Plots is just regarded as the size of a land. Either it is 1 acre, we can regard it as a plot. Either it is half acre, we can regard it as a plot. But in Nigeria, in a layman Nigeria context, we used to reason it that a plot of land. Okay, somebody said you can't hear me again. Please, I want you to confirm. Please confirm to me. Is it just him or everybody cannot hear me? Please help me confirm. Okay, it means you might need to check your network. Please kindly check your network. So size of land, we have different size of land. We have plots, we have acre. A plot, an acre is an aggregation of 6 plots. An acre is an aggregation of 6 plots. You know, a you know, and an hectare. An hectare is an aggregation of 2.5 acres, which means that is 15 plots. All right, that is 15 plots. 15 plots make an hectare. 2.5 acres make an hectare, while 6 plots make 1 acre. A plot can be 450 square meter, a plot can be 500 square meter, a plot can be 600 square meter, depending on the company that is selling. All right. So payment, the payment, you need to have understanding of what is the initial payment. Initial payment is what you pay first. Then you continue your payment plan. There's development charge. There's all of these things are things you need to understand as we go on. So you need to understand. This will take a little time. Oh my God. You need to understand. I will just quickly touch down on this. By God's grace, we'll be doing deeper breakdown on this in our in-house class, because we used to hold in-house class. If you decide to sign up with us as part of our partners, we used to run in-house class every week. So we have survey, we have what we call survey, we have what we call deed of assignment, we have receipt. These are all title documents. We have certificate of occupancy, governor consent, gazette, excision. I will just quickly do a crash course on everything. Your survey is what determines the boundary of your land. All right, your survey is what determines the boundary of your land. It determines, that is where you have your coordinates. That is where you know that my land starts from here and ends here. That is how you know that somebody has encroached to your land. That is how you know that somebody has taken part of your land. It's all that is from your survey. And your deed of assignment is the document that transfer ownership from one person to another. The receipt is confirms your payment. The certificate of occupancy is the legal title you get from the government through the governor. That okay, this portion of land is allocated to so person, and we grant him the right to use it for a period of 99 years. And your governor consent means that you bought a land You bought a land and you got a deed of assignment, and you take that deed of assignment to the government to confirm it, to place a confirmation on it that okay, oh, this portion of land has been transferred from Mr. Jamaica to Mrs. Jeremiah. All right. That is what your governor consent is. Your gazette means that there's let's assume there is a community, the government acquire that community, and afterwards they decide to give part of the land back to the community. So they issue a gazette, they give it sorry they issue an excision. They issue an excision that okay, oh, we have issued an excision that we are giving you 50 acres back from this land that we acquired. Then the moment they have not published that excision in Gazette, that excision is half valid. That excision is half potent. But the moment they publish it in Gazette, it means it is very very valid. It means government has confirmed that this land we do not have interest in this land anymore. We have completely given it to back to the community or back to whosoever. All right. So a document a document is not automatic. Okay, let me skip this because of our time. I will ensure I share this slide with you, with everybody, because I want to give a like 5 minutes for question and answer. So I want you to know that in to become a real estate professional, a high performing, I touched down on a few things that you must be able to adopt the right mindset. You must be able to adopt the right mindset, build your confidence. Your confidence is what builds your competence. It's what makes people see you that you are competent. And how do you express level of competence in what you do? It is by knowledge, by giving yourself continuously to learning about this thing. I do tell people some years ago that nobody will ever acknowledge a 100 level medicine student as a doctor to the point that you are giving your stomach to the person to open it. I'm not sure that there's anyone on this call that will be careless to that level, because everyone wants to work with an expert. All right, everybody wants to work with an expert. So you need to become one. And how do you become one? By knowledge. By knowledge. You see a course that will profit you, buy it. You see a book that will profit you, buy it. And don't just buy it and keep it, buy it and read it. All right. So I think at this level we might need to pause it here, and I believe that with these few points that I have given, I'm sure I'm not have been able to convince you and not confuse you that you can be a high performing realtor. Thank you everybody for staying tuned on this call. Please do let me know if you have any question. Please, we just have like 4 minutes. We have like 4 minutes. In the next 4 minutes, this call will end. So please, if you have a question, kindly you can unmute your mic, or you can drop in the comment section quickly, fast. Let's make it snappy. If you have any question, and if you don't have any question, then we can call it a day. Please don't forget, tomorrow is another section, is another time together by 8 p.m. Please ensure you invite at least one person to join the call tomorrow. You are literally helping the person. By the time they begin to make their millions, they will remember you, even if they don't pay you tithe. Just know that alone, that you see your friend that is successful, that alone should make you happy. So please, you have a question. Okay, how does partnering with the company works? All right. Time will not permit me to do that now, but I will do justice to that tomorrow. There are two levels that by which you can join us, to sign up with us and to be part of what we are doing. But tomorrow I will do justice to that. I will do justice to that tomorrow, and I will be showing you a lot of incredible opportunities on the call tomorrow. Any other question, please? Any other question? Any other question? Can I get the audio? I just hope I actually did the recording, but I hope the recording is done very well. So if it's appear well, then definitely you will be able to get it. Possibly I will just find a way to upload it on my YouTube, and then I give you the link to go and listen to it from there. So, but let me see. Let's end the call first, and let me check the recording. Then I know um, the possibility of getting it. All right. So, any other question, please? Any other question? Any other question? Please don't forget. I want to know the measurement and the names of the plots, like what six plot is called. Yes, I said six plot is an acre. Six plot is what is called an acre. Made of six plots, all right? And 2 acres and half. 2 acres and half is what made an hectare. An hectare is combination of 2.5 acres, while six plot is what make 1 acre. All right. So please, do you understand that? Okay. So thank you for staying tuned for tonight. We do really appreciate everyone that are on this call. Please go back to the WhatsApp group and drop on the WhatsApp group what exactly stood out for you on today's call. Please share your thoughts. Share your thoughts. What did you learn? What did you learn from the call tonight, from the class? What stood out for you? How satisfied are you? Share it on the group, and we see tomorrow by 8 p.m. We come together again. We go deeper. All right. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow. God bless you.